Greetings, everyone. We are CRUD, a group of dedicated students from the College of Information and Technology. Our group is composed of RJ Algoramay, Cedric A. Bianes, Christian Junior P. Blorete, Patrick J. Peñaranda, and Frederick G. Landicho. And we are honored to present to you our project, the Student Records and Admission Center Document Tracking System for Rizal Technological University. So, let's move on to our introduction. The Student Records and Admission Center, SRAC, at RTU Boni faces challenges related to the document processing, including slow manual retrieval and limited storage space. To address these issues, a capstone project is proposed to introduce a web-based document tracking system. This system aims to streamline document management by reducing search time, enhancing document security through digitization and secure storage, and improving overall operational efficiency. This project seeks to modernize SRAC's processes to better handle the increasing volume of records, ultimately benefiting the institution. Document processing and management is one of the crucial tasks to do in any kind of organization, especially for the educational institutions like Rizal Technological University Boni. The SRAC or Student Record and Admission Center is one of the primary offices in RTU, responsible for handling student records. One of the main problems that we experienced firsthand during our time as interns in SRAC was the slow processing of documents due to the reliance on the traditional way of manual retrieval. By traditional way, we mean the pulling out of documents from their respective cabinets or shelves. Tracking of documents became really challenging because sometimes the specific documents that the student inquired for, which were supposed to be on their respective shelves, could not be found, causing a delay. So, one of my group mates decided to address this issue and we came up with a web-based document tracking system. Our goal with our system is to speed up the tracking processes using QR code scanning of the generated QR codes and digitizing the student record. This will not only preserve the lifespan of documents but also be time efficient. Lastly, all the digitized and scanned documents will be safely stored in SRAC's digital local database, and only an authorized user, mostly admin, will have access to it with our password-based authentication. Now, let's move on to our next presenter, Ms. Junar P. Bulorete, to present the researcher's background of the study.
Background of the study. So what is the document count system? The document count system will abstract files faster to make work easier. It provides features such as tracking viewership, controlling access, monitoring changes, and simplifying document management. Emphasizing heightened security needs, the system is particularly prevalent in sectors dealing with confidential information such as government agencies, healthcare and banking, and legal fields. Because of the students and alumni's first-hand experience with the relay document track transaction at RTU, our group developed the first document tracking system in RTU, particularly in the SRAC office. The system is designed to search, automate access, edit, and properly manage the documents of the students and alumni. In this way, there is an improvement in the transaction of SRAC because of the system that helps facilitate the faster document searches. Next is the objective of the study. Objectives of the study. The primary objective of the study is to develop, plan, construct, and implement a comprehensive student records and admission-centered document analysis, specifically tailored to cater to the myriad needs and goals of the Technological University. The main objective while we created this system, our goal is to achieve the improvement of the overall process of documents that goes within SRAC, which will be a great help for our university because the SRAC is one of the busiest office that accommodates a lot of tasks and workloads, and assuring that its service will be effective and accessible for our tier students and also to the alumni of the school. This study focus on the following: effective records management. The first area we are concentrate on is the effective records management. This includes the productive and immediate management of students and alumni records. In this way, the SRAC staff can work more quickly and still sustain the hard copies documents within SRAC because they no longer need to get the envelopes in the shelves because of the system that we are working on. Next is the faster document retrieval. Our aim here is to have a more efficient document retrieval that will benefit both student and SRAC staff. Here, the faster access of the records can be shown and the effectiveness of its recovery functions. And last is the generated report. This one generates for a day, a whole week, and a whole month. The reason why we did this because up until now, SRAC is still constructing reports manually, wherein they still use logbooks and whiteboards which can slow down the work process. Now let's welcome our next presenter, Mr. Cedric Bianis, to present the researcher's significance of the study and methodologies.
Significance of the study. This research project seeks to go beyond more incremental improvements and instead aims to establish a paradigm shift in the way records are managed and tracked within the department. Instead of just making small improvements, our research project is all about making a big change in how we handle records. We want to completely transform the way we do things. Imagine a future where finding and managing document is effortless, like a well-oiled machine. We're working on creating system that only makes the process of finding and handling records and much smoother, but also it's like ensures you that our records are incredibly accurate. It's like giving our record keeping a major upgrade that will save us time and help us make better decisions. And as for the methodology we used, we have chosen to implement Agile Scrum for our web-based document tracking system. Uh, it, it we chose it because it offers flexibility, iterative development, collaboration, adaptability to changing priorities, quality assurance, and risk management. This approach allows us to stay in agile in response to evolving needs and work closely together with users and maintain quality and effectively manage project risk. And that would be all. Thank you.
So this is the demo for the encoder. So they have to enter their credentials. So, so once they are logged in, they will see the terms and conditions. So they have to agree this. And next one is the profile. So they can only update their old password. So once once their process is done, it will show profile updated message, indication that the update has been successful. Next one is the shelves. So once we enter this shelf, it will show all the records from 2020 to 2021 shelf. So the encoder can add a new record. So for example, sample 1, sample 1, and they can insert a remarks if the student or one of the document of the student has a problem. Next one is the documents, so they can select if that student has a document, for example registration form, good moral, junior form 137. They can also add an image for that document. So once they click save, it will show an error record save message. Next one is the generate QR. So it has three options: generate all student records, generate by last name first letter, and also is specific. So once they click generate all student records, so it will generate an QR code for all the students for that shelf. Next one is the generate by last name. So they want to generate from P to Q. Once they click this, it will generate a QR code for those students. Next one is specific. So they can choose a specific student or students that they want to generate a QR. So once they click this, it will generate only one for Mark Anthony Bolawin. So next one is the importing by Excel. So they can import an Excel contains student records. So for this example, once they upload this, it will show an success message, and it will be added in the table. So once we refresh the page, it will show 1697 records. So next one is the updating of the student records. So only the encoder can update or delete student record. So for this example, we want to update this record. So when we hit save, yes, it will save the update, and once we refresh the page, it will show the update of that record. Next one is the delete. Once we delete this, it will show one success message, and once we refresh this page, it will be redirected to the dashboard page because that record has been deleted. That's all for the encoder's demo. So this is the demo for the viewer. So they have to enter their credentials or username and password. So once they're logged in, they can see the terms and conditions, and they have to agree with this. Next one is the profile. So they can only update their old password or their password. If they enter a new password, for example, so once the process is done, it will show the message right here. Next one is the shelves. So these two signifies the shelves, and each shelves contains the records from, for this example, 2020 to 2021, 2022 and to 2023. So once we click this 2020 to 2021 record, it will show all the student records from this shelf. So this table contains record ID, student, student name, the user who created this record, and the user who created this record, and also the remarks. The remarks is the indication if one of the document of the student has a problem. So next one is the search options. So they can search via encoder, student, encoder, or remarks. So for example, student. So they can search by student ID, first name, middle name, last name, or suffix. So once we enter this, it will show all the students with the name of Patrick. So as you can see, it returns 6 records. Next one is the encoder. They can search by a specific encoder, for example, RJ. Once we hit this search button, it will show all the records who have been created by RJ. So created, you see, created by RJ. Next one is the remarks. So they can search for a documents or document with a specific remark. For example, not original form 138. So once we hit this button, it will show all the records with the not original form 138 remark. And also, the viewer can only view a record. As you can see, they cannot update this record. And that's all for the demo for viewer.
Now I will show you the admin role of the system. So let's first log in as admin. And of course, we have to agree to the terms and condition of the system before we continue. So here we can see the dashboard of the admin. We can see the shelves of 2020-2021, the trash bin, and an option to add a new shelf. Here we can add a new shelf here if we wanted to, but right now let's just skip that. Here in this statistics tab, we can see all the current progress of all the encoders that is using the system. So right here, we can see that only Frederick has encoded one new record for today. And here is the overall student records. You can see that only the shelves 2020 and 2021 is present. That is why it is 100%. And over here at the bottom, we can see the individual encoders and their progress along every month that the system has been active. So we can see, for example, we can hover over Junar here. So Junar has encoded a total of 114 in the month of September, and a total of 160 in the month of October, and a total of 52 in the month of November. So let's continue. The admin can also manage the users. Here we can see all the active users that is using the system. We can view their information. We can toggle the active status or reset their password if they ever request a password reset. So we can reset the password of RJ here. Yes, and we get notified that the password has been reset. And we can also show all the viewers, the encoders, or all the viewers here. All the users here in this manage tab. And we can also add a new user here. Let's just add a sample user. A gender of male and a sample username. The role will be admin, and the password is set to default by default. Yeah. If you add the you have to add the gender, and as you can see, the user has been added. We can use that user to log into our system. So if we refresh the table and look, we have added the new user. And we can also here at the home tab, we can also view the user logs. As you can see here, we added the new user performed by the ID1 in this date. And I will also show you the one of the search feature of our system, which is this scan QR. Let me just activate the I have here a sample QR code that have a student records of our system here. So I will try to scan it. Oh, it doesn't work in the first try. Let's try it again. So yeah, we can see here the record of Longitude Frederick, the available documents, and the remarks. And that's it for the admin role of the system.